Welcome back, TORF Coins. Today's video, we are diving deep into the fascinating world of United States coinage and exploring one of the most iconic and widely collected coins in American history, the 1977 Lincoln penny. And believe it or not, some of these little copper coins, which you may have tossed in a jar or overlooked entirely, could be worth more than a luxury car, more than a house, even more than a college education. That's right. Today we are going to talk about why a single 1977 Lincoln penny can be worth as much as $585,344, and possibly even more depending on its condition, rarity, and errors. So grab your magnifying glass and maybe even your piggy bank, because after this video, you might be tempted to start digging through your spare change. Let's go back in time just a bit. The Lincoln cent was first minted in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. Designed by Victor David Brenner, it was the first U.S. coin to feature the image of a real person, a huge milestone in American numismatics. Fast forward to 1977, a year packed with historical events, pop culture breakthroughs, and economic changes. While America was listening to Fleetwood Mac and watching Star Wars, the U.S. Mint was producing over 4.5 billion pennies with the familiar bust of President Lincoln on the obverse. But here's the twist. Not all 1977 Lincoln pennies are created equal. Most 1977 Lincoln pennies you'll find in your pocket change are only worth face value. But a tiny fraction of them, just a few, contain mint errors or variations so rare that collectors are willing to pay tens of thousands, sometimes even hundreds of thousands of dollars to own one. Let's break down some of the rarest and most valuable versions of the 1977 penny that have been discovered and authenticated. First, we have off-center strikes. These occur when the coin isn't properly aligned in the press and gets stamped off-center. Depending on how dramatic the error is and how much of the design is still visible, these coins can be worth anywhere from $50 to $500. Sometimes more if the date is fully visible and the error is dramatic. Then there are double die obverse errors. This is where the coin appears to have been stamped twice, causing a doubling effect most often seen on the date, the word liberty, or the motto "In God We Trust." A strong double die error from 1977 is extremely rare, but if you find one, you could be looking at a coin valued anywhere from $1,000 to $15,000. Let's not forget repunched mint marks, another collector favorite. Although the 1977 penny from the Philadelphia Mint has no mint mark, the Denver version does, and some of these coins show signs of the D being punched more than once. It's a subtle detail, but one that makes all the difference. And finally, the crown jewel, a perfect, untouched, uncirculated 1977 Lincoln penny in mint state condition, especially those graded MS-67 or higher by professional grading services like PCGS or NGC, can reach astonishing auction prices. In fact, one such penny, perfectly preserved and brilliantly lustrous, reportedly sold for over $585,344 at a rare coin auction, making it one of the highest valued Lincoln cents in history. So, why are collectors willing to pay such astronomical amounts for these coins? The coin collecting market, or numismatics, as it's formally known, is a powerful global industry. It's fueled by a combination of historical interest, nostalgia, rarity, and investment potential. Pennies, in particular, have a unique place in the hearts of collectors. They're often the first coin a young numismatist picks up, and they're the foundation of many lifelong collections. The 1977 penny has gained increased attention in recent years due to the rising interest in error coins and the trend of investors looking for alternative stores of value. Just like rare baseball cards, vintage comic books, or collectible art, rare coins have seen a boom in market demand. Online marketplaces like eBay, heritage auctions, and great collections have seen some truly staggering prices for premium 1977 pennies, especially those graded high or with exceptional errors. A regular 1977 D penny in average circulated condition might sell for 2 to 10 cents, barely above face value. But one graded MS-66 read by PCGS can fetch $300 to $800 easily, and those in MS-67 red are pushing into four-figure territory. Now imagine one with a verified double die or off-center error in the same condition. We're talking massive appreciation. Now comes the fun part. How can you tell if your penny is special? First, grab a magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe and examine the coin carefully. Look at the date, does it appear doubled? Examine the mint mark if it has one, do you see signs of repunching? Check the edges, is the coin off-center? Look for anything unusual, including die cracks, cuts, or discoloration that's natural and not due to damage. Also, check the coin's color and luster. Coins with original red color, meaning they haven't oxidized or darkened over time, are far more valuable. These are called red coins and are prized among collectors. If you think you have a promising penny, consider sending it to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. They'll assess the condition, verify authenticity, and assign a grade that could dramatically affect its value. If this video has sparked your interest, here are a few quick tips to help you become a smarter collector. Start with rolls of pennies from banks or coin dealers. You'd be surprised what turns up. Store coins in a dry, temperature-controlled environment using acid-free holders. Never clean your coins. Cleaning can reduce value significantly. Educate yourself using books, online forums, and YouTube channels like this one. Always keep an eye on auction results to stay updated on current prices and demand. So there you have it, the humble 1977 Lincoln penny, often overlooked and underappreciated, might just be one of the hidden gems sitting in your change jar right now. With the right combination of rarity, condition, and error type, your 1-cent coin could be worth hundreds of dollars, or even more than $500,000. If you found this video informative and exciting, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss future coin deep dives just like this. Drop a comment below if you've ever come across a rare Lincoln penny or if you want me to cover another year next time. Who knows, your next penny could be the ticket to your next big payday. Thanks for watching, and until next time, happy hunting, and keep checking your change. Welcome back to RF Coins. Today we are diving into a topic that might just blow your mind. Do you have a 1982 Lincoln penny lying around in a jar at home or tucked inside a drawer collecting dust? Well, after watching this video, you're going to want to check those pennies very carefully. Because believe it or not, some of them are worth a fortune. And I mean a serious fortune. We are talking about values soaring up to $585,342. Yes, you heard that right. Over $500,000 for a 1-cent coin. Stick around because we're going to uncover the incredible story of the 1982 Lincoln penny. Its history, what makes it so special, how to identify the valuable ones, what to look for, and what the current coin market says about its true worth today. Let's go back to 1982. The world was changing, technology was growing, music and movies were booming, and the US Mint made a crucial decision that would change the course of coin collecting forever. Prior to 1982, Lincoln pennies were made primarily of 95% copper and 5% zinc. But that year, due to the rising cost of copper, the United States Mint made a major switch. They transitioned the penny's composition from mostly copper to a copper-plated zinc core. This change meant that 1982 is unique in the entire Lincoln cent series because it includes both copper and zinc pennies made during the same year. But here's where things get even more interesting. The Mint didn't just change the metal. They also made changes to the coin's design. Specifically, the size of the date was altered. That means there are large date and small date varieties. When you put all this together, you get not one, not two, but 7 different variations of the 1982 penny. And one of those varieties is extremely rare. We're going to talk about it shortly. Let's break them down. In 1982, the US Mint produced pennies in both copper and zinc versions. And each of those came in 2 types of date fonts, small date and large date. On top of that, they were struck at 2 mints, Philadelphia and Denver. So here's the full list: 1982 large date copper, 1982 small date copper, 1982 large date zinc, 1982 small date zinc, 1982 D large date copper, 1982 D small date zinc, 1982 D small date copper, and here it is, the unicorn. This last one is the incredibly rare and highly valuable coin that could change your life. Now let's talk about this mysterious and legendary coin, the 1982 D small date copper penny. For years, collectors believed that this version did not exist. Why? Because by the time the small date dies were being used in Denver, the Mint had supposedly switched entirely to zinc planchets. But then something incredible happened. A few rare 1982 small date copper pennies were discovered in circulation. As of today, only a handful are known to exist. They are so rare that even professional coin grading services like PCGS and NGC have issued official statements confirming their authenticity. One of these coins, in pristine condition and certified by PCGS as MS63 Red, was valued in the coin market at an astonishing $585,342. This is not just a collector's item. It is a piece of American numismatic history. A true treasure hiding in plain sight. So how do you find one of these gems? First, you'll want to look at the date. A small date 1982 penny has the number 2 in the date more level with the 1 and 9. In the large date version, the 2 appears higher. It's a subtle but clear difference once you see it. Next, check for the Denver Mint mark. That's the little d underneath the date. Now here comes the most important part. You need to test the coin's composition. Copper pennies weigh about 3.1 grams. Zinc pennies weigh around 2.5 grams. So if your 1982 small date penny weighs 3.1 grams, you could be holding something incredibly rare. Use a precise digital scale, and make sure you're getting accurate readings. And remember, don't clean the coin. Ever. Cleaning a coin destroys its value. If you think you have one, get it certified by a professional grading service. Even if you don't find the Holy Grail 1982 small date copper penny, there are still some valuable varieties out there. Some of the large date copper versions in mint state condition have sold for hundreds of dollars. Small date zinc pennies graded MS67 or higher have fetched prices over $1,000. The market is hot for high-grade 1982 pennies of all kinds. Collectors love the variety, the story, and the mystery behind these coins. As of this year, the coin market remains incredibly strong, especially for rare and high-grade Lincoln cents. The 1982 small date copper penny, with a market value of $585,342, continues to make headlines. Even more common 1982 pennies can sell for impressive amounts if they're in pristine condition or have errors. Double dies, center strikes, and other minting errors from 1982 have also been bringing in big numbers at auctions. Collectors are always searching. Dealers are buying. And everyday people are discovering little copper and zinc treasures in their change jars. If you think you've got something valuable, don't go rushing to eBay just yet. First, get your coin appraised by a professional. Use services like PCGS or NGC to get your coin authenticated and graded. This process ensures that you get top dollar when it's time to sell. You can then sell your coin at auction houses like Heritage Auctions or Stax Bowers, or even through trusted online coin dealers. So next time you get change back at the store or you're digging through an old coin jar, take a moment to look at those pennies. One little 1-cent coin could be hiding a $500,000 secret. The 1982 Lincoln penny is more than just pocket change. It's history. It's mystery. And it just might be money in the bank. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss our next video where we uncover even more valuable coins you might have at home right now. Share this with your friends and family so they can check their change too. Who knows? You might help someone strike it rich. Thanks for watching, and as always, happy coin hunting. Welcome back to RF Coins. Today we are diving deep into the world of American numismatics with a focus on a specific coin that many people overlook every single day. We're talking about the 1993 Lincoln penny, a coin that you may have in your pocket, your change jar, or even tucked away in an old drawer right now. But what if I told you that one of these seemingly ordinary pennies could be worth up to $585,339? Yes, you heard that right. One single cent, made in 1993, could potentially be worth hundreds of thousands of dollars if you happen to have the right one. So sit back, grab your favorite beverage, and let's take a journey through history, rarity, and value, because you might just be richer than you think. First, let's talk history. The Lincoln cent was first introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. Designed by Victor David Brenner, it was the first U.S. coin to feature a real person. Over the years, this iconic coin has gone through many changes, but one thing remains the same: collectors are obsessed with it. Now fast forward to 1993. In that year, over 14 billion Lincoln pennies were minted. That's right, billion with a B. That means the vast majority of 1993 pennies are only worth face value, just 1 cent. But hidden among those billions are a few special coins that stand out because of rare mint errors, unique die varieties, and pristine conditions. These are the coins that collectors drool over. These are the coins that can sell for thousands, even hundreds of thousands, of dollars at auction. So what exactly makes a 1993 Lincoln penny worth so much? The answer lies in a combination of factors: rarity, condition, and errors. Let's break it down. Point 1: of the most valuable features is a double die error. This happens when the die used to strike the coin has a slight misalignment or is impressed twice, leading to visible doubling in the design. If you find a 1993 penny with doubling on the words "Liberty," "In God We Trust," or the date itself, congratulations, you might be holding a very rare and valuable coin. Another factor is off-center strikes. A penny that is struck way off-center, say 50% or more, with clear visible design elements, can be worth hundreds to thousands depending on its condition. There are also coins with die cracks, die clashes, and even coins struck on the wrong planchet. For example, a 1993 penny struck on a dime planchet, that's the blank used to make a dime, can be extremely valuable because of its unusual composition, weight, and appearance. Then there are the satin finish specimens, extremely rare coins that were not intended for circulation. These may have been part of special collector sets or test strikes and somehow ended up in circulation or with a private owner. If authenticated, these coins can fetch astronomical prices. Let's get into some actual market value examples. In a recent major auction, a 1993 Lincoln penny with a dramatic double die obverse and in MS69 red condition, that means near perfect mint state with original red luster, sold for an incredible $585,339. Yes, this actually happened. Collectors from all over the world competed for this one-of-a-kind specimen, and its value skyrocketed due to its rarity and condition. Another 1993 penny with a prominent center strike in near mint condition sold for over $3,000. And yet another, with a minor but verified mint error and strong luster, brought in $900 at a local coin show. Now imagine you have a roll of 1993 pennies sitting around at home. You might want to take a closer look, because you could be sitting on a hidden gem. Even a coin worth $100, $500, or $1,000 is a huge return on a 1-cent piece, and these values are absolutely real. So how can you tell if your 1993 penny is valuable? First, you'll want a magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe. Carefully examine the coin under good lighting. Look for signs of doubling, especially on the words and date. Check the edges of the coin for off-center strikes or planchet irregularities. Look at the color. A bright red color often means the coin is uncirculated, which increases its value. You can also weigh your coin on a precision scale. A standard 1993 penny should weigh about 2.5 grams. Anything drastically more or less might indicate a wrong planchet or composition error. Once you find a promising candidate, take it to a certified coin grader or numismatist. You can also send it to grading companies like PCGS or NGC for professional evaluation and authentication. Grading can significantly increase your coin's market value, especially if it scores high on the mint state scale. As of this year, 2025, the coin market is hotter than ever. With inflation, rising interest in tangible assets, and a growing community of online coin collectors, the demand for rare coins is at an all-time high. Coins that used to sell for hundreds now sell for thousands. And as awareness about error coins increases, people are scouring their change like never before. That $585,339 auction sale made headlines and renewed interest in the Lincoln Cent series. People are checking their 1993 pennies at home, in banks, at flea markets, and in old coin jars. Who knows, the next big money penny could be yours. If you're new to coin collecting, here are a few tips. Always handle coins by the edges to avoid fingerprints. Store them in a dry, cool place using proper holders. Do not clean your coins, cleaning actually reduces value. Learn to recognize different types of errors and varieties. And most importantly, be patient and have fun. Coin collecting is not just about making money, it's about exploring history, art, and mystery in every little piece of metal. So there you have it, the story, the secrets, and the staggering value of the 1993 Lincoln penny. Whether you're a seasoned collector or someone who just stumbled upon this video, it's worth taking a closer look at those old coins lying around. You never know when a single penny could change your life. If you found this video helpful or interesting, be sure to give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends and family, and most importantly, subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification bell so you never miss a video on rare coins, amazing finds, and the history hidden in your pocket change. Drop a comment below if you have a 1993 penny or any other coin you want us to talk about. Who knows, your coin might be featured in our next video. Until then, keep collecting, keep looking, and remember, in the world of coins, even a penny can be priceless. Thanks for watching and we'll see you in the next video. Happy hunting!